Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Effortlessly Abundant Life. I'm recording from the beautiful Poconos here with my family. We went for a nice weekend with our friends. And I love to just grab my phone, get my headset, and just go ahead and record for you from the bottom of my heart and just channel whatever comes to me. And what a better episode than talking about we can bring more joy and flow into our life. I feel like we all need a little bit of flow, of fun, of excitement, of just kind of shaking things up for ourselves, that we are taking life, ourselves, and everything that we want a little bit too seriously. And life is not about that, right? Life is happening right now. Life is about enjoying. Life is not about just a bunch of to-do lists and achievements and all these things we can kind of keep score of. And it's just about being. It's about enjoying this time that we have on earth that is not unlimited, right? So let's do a quick intro and come back and learn how we can do it practically in our business, in our life, in everything that you do. Welcome to the Effortlessly Abundant Life podcast, where we will dive into the mindset, spirituality, and practical tools to have more of what you want with less effort. I'm your host, Natalia, a mindset shifter, certified life and success coach, and hypnotherapist who is obsessed with making your life feel good from the inside out. So let's dive in today's episode in 3, 2, 1. So let's understand why we want to bring more joy and flow into our life. And this is one of the things that I thought that are childish, are not important. It's all those things that I've kind of learned kind of living in America and actually also in Israel, because Israel is surrounded by hustlers, right? Everybody's all the time working. And I feel when I came to America, and especially in New York, it's just been 24/7 of work, hustle, do. And yeah, you kind of have fun in the weekends, but it's kind of like truly like you're almost crashing after, because it's a high and then a low, and it's not really filling your soul up. And as I said, like, we don't want to live life for a certain timeline, right? We don't want to live for a vacation or for the weekends. We want to enjoy every single day. And it's not about leaving your corporate job or leaving your whatever you live and just go live on an island to start living and enjoying life. It's about how we can bring more peace, more enjoyment, more excitement in the mundane daily life that we all have. Because let's be honest, this is 90% of our life is the daily life of working, of taking care of our children, of building our businesses, of living our life, It's not always the vacations and the glamorous things and all the things that they sell us on Instagram, that life is about that. So how we can do it and why is it so important? So when we understand that everything is energy and you are a vibrational being living in this planet Earth, you want to take care of your energy, right? And you know that I always talk about having some sort of routine for yourself to align yourself to your own balance, to your own energy, so you are primed before you go out there to the world, before they're gonna, put their stuff on you and you observe that energy, especially if you're empath. You want to prime yourself every single day to be in the frequency that you want to attract more of whatever that is that you want. And it's more of that higher vibration. Doesn't mean you have to be happy all the time, but you want to clear as much resistance, as much as that pressure, anxiety, and all the things that kind of fills up your vessel, so you can clean all those things up and you can attract more of the things that you do want, but just being and allowing and opening yourself up and clearing all the resistance. So when we understand that, we understand that being serious and being uptight and being all the time kind of what we call quote unquote productive and doing and all the things we feel that are important in order to be successful are exhausting. It's a mask that we keep on putting ourselves in order to be taken seriously. And you don't need all those things. You don't need to have this mask in your job that, oh, I gotta be professional so people take me seriously and I can have the money that I want and I need to be a certain way and act a certain way. No, you don't need to do all those things. You are worthy of the abundance and the clients and everything that you want by just being joyfully who you really are. And when you're not wearing a mask, when you're not having all these conditions, when you're not having this persona you built for yourself and you hustling yourself to work, you're starting to understand that because you're a vibrational being in joy, it's actually benefiting you because right now you're attracting more abundance with more ease. Do you think, and just think about yourself, who you rather be around with? People who are uptight, they are too serious, everything is a big deal, everything is important. It just feels heavy, it just feels not light, it doesn't feel fun. You want to be around those people that are, they're having fun and they're having, they enjoy whatever they are, no matter what things come up, and not everything is perfect, but they make the best of it. They make a joke about it. Everything just kind of lines up for them in harmony, and the money wants to come to them and the opportunities want to come to them. It's just a magnet to massive success. And I found whenever I take things lightly and I'm not trying to kind of overly obsess about, oh my God, I gotta have more money, I gotta do this, and I gotta see more clients, and I gotta do this in order to have more money, and I gotta post more, and I all these conditions we put in our heads in order to be successful, and it's just honestly feels like a burden and not fun at all. It just feels like a chore. It's just not working. Yeah, I did the thing, but yet I don't have the results, so what's the point? So I'm not saying don't do absolutely nothing and just chill in the pool all day. Yes, we want to do things and we have to do certain things. We have responsibilities, but let's find a way to bring some lightness into it. So we are more attracting whatever that is that we want, which is more abundance, more joy, more health, more love, all the things, right? So I want you to think about this. Everything that you do, I want you to start asking yourself, how can I make it more easier? How can I make the task, the assignment, the goal, the aim, whatever you want to call it, more easier? So for instance, for me, let's say this podcast, right? In order for me to be consistent, because consistency is important. We want to show up. We want to be reliable. We want to do things from a place of stability, but not from a place of I have to, but I want to, right? So not only I'm priming myself, cleaning the resistance, cleaning the things that kind of like feels heavy on me. So I put myself in the energy of wanting, of opening myself up. Not only I'm asking myself, why do I want to do it? I want to do it because it's fun, because I enjoy sharing from my heart. I enjoy helping people. And your responses, by the way, and your DMs means the world to me. So by you sharing this podcast, by you rating this podcast, it's just, you don't understand how it fulfills me, because I feel like we have this energy circulating back. And it gives me more energy and more inspiration to share with you more and help you more. And this is what it's all about, right? So going back to our topic, it's all about asking, how can I make it more easy for myself? So I don't feel the resistance. So I don't feel like it's a chore, it's a burden, right? So after I prime myself, after I ask myself and connect myself to my deep why, then I ask myself, how can I make it more easy for myself? Instead of setting up a whole thing with my computer and lighting and cameras and my microphone and all the things, how can I make it more easier so I can show up consistently? Because what's really important? What's really important? My message, my energy, what I have to say, then how the lighting is going to look like, or how the sound is going to sound like. Is it going to be 100%? No, but it's going to be 80%. And I'm going to be happy with that, because that's what actually is important for me. So ask yourself, what can you do to make it easier for yourself to be showing up consistently for your sales job, for your business, for your clients, for yourself, for your family? How can you do it so you are more present and you do it with joy, right? So for instance, with podcasts, I just kind of eliminate all the conditions that I put on myself in order to be quote unquote perfect. And I just took my phone and just ran with it, right? Maybe for you, it's going to be hiring somebody. So you don't need to worry about editing or, dealing with publishing it and just dealing with all the things. No, you just have somebody you trust, and maybe the first and second time not going to be perfect, but the third time they're going to get it, and then it's just running. And it's all about finding ways. And when you ask yourself the question, by the way, how can it make it more easier? Your subconscious is going to find an answer. Maybe not in that specific moment, but trust me, during the day, when you're washing your dishes, you're taking a shower, you're just doing a random activity, it's just going to come to you. And that is what it's all about. And then, instead of kind of being stuck in one place, going through the same route, if you drive or you walking to your job or whatever that is that you do, instead of doing the same thing every single day, the same routine, spice things up. Try to find a different route. Try to, instead of working from your office, go to a really cool hotel lobby or a cafe with a bunch of different people and environment and energy, and work from there. This just by that, you adding something new to your routine, new to your system, and it just doesn't feel as dull. It doesn't feel as boring anymore. And this has really helped me, especially if you work from home, where it just feels like you just feels like it doesn't inspire you. You don't have the energy to create, to expand, to attract abundance when you're in that kind of stuck energy. And there's nothing wrong with routines, but we want to spice things up. So again, it doesn't feel boring. It feels exciting. It feels joyful. And if I may add, also find some music that makes you feel like you are right now in the Bahamas, drinking your favorite pina colada, or whatever that place for you feels like freedom for yourself. Let me tell you, just putting like a nice music on my computer while I'm working and doing the things that I need to do, just having a little dance party if I need to in between, and just shaking my body and moving my body. I'm a singer, so I love to sing as well, and just feeling like you are alive. Just bringing those spontaneous, fun music, maybe light a candle, a favorite scent, or just really make feel like your environment, wherever you work, make it feel like you are in a joyful state. And let me tell you, that will affect your energy. I promise you. Then on those days where you feel you're just heavy, you don't want to do anything, but you still have to, what I like to do, I like to take a timer, of course on your phone, but I like to buy this like cheap on Amazon. It's like a cook timer that you use for cooking, right? It has up to an hour. And you just put 15 minutes on the time. And you just give yourself the permission to just go ahead and do the thing you gotta do. And just put 15 minutes. Because if you're gonna put an hour, you're going to resist it. You're going to feel like, hell no, I'm not going to do it. It feels too much. No, right? But if you have 15 minutes, something about you is just going to gather. You're going to be laser focused. Your energy is going to be laser focused. You're just going to be in it. And before you know it, those 15 minutes going to pass and you're already in the momentum. And if you feel like continuing and doing, you're going to be continuing and doing the thing you need to do. And if not, that's okay. And give yourself the permission to let go. And just know that what you had and what you did is enough. And this is something that I promise you changed the game for me. Because again, on a daily basis, we feel like I got to do the same thing, I got to do the same mundane thing, and it just feels draining just because we already kind of have this, we exercise and we predict it in our mind, but sometimes we just got to do the damn thing, right? We got to do the same thing over and over again, or something that is very challenging for us, and our brain feels so overwhelmed. And by really taking only 15 minutes and then being fully focused and just diving into it, almost treat it like a game, like, oh my God, let's see how much can I make on those 15 minutes? How much can I finish in those 15 minutes? You're going to be amazed. And this is something I learned during my Army service. We had like 5 minutes to get up, get dressed, get ready, brush your teeth. Like, we didn't have time to, do the whole thing. And time is an illusion, right? 15 minutes can feel like an hour, or 15 minutes can feel like 5 minutes. It's all up to us. So hopefully that is something that is going to shake things up for you and make you do the damn thing that you need to do and add some fun to it. Another thing that I like to do, and this is something that, again, brings more joy and excitement and expansion in my life, is asking for guidance. Asking for guidance. Not everything is on you, my dear. Not everything you need to come up with. Not everything you need to analyze and kind of reverse engineer and figure out a way how to do it. Because remember, in manifestation, in this world that we live now, right? In this energy field that you live right now, you don't need to over control everything. You are taken care of. God got you. Your higher self knows the path of least resistance for you and how to get there. But all you got to do is allow. All you got to do is follow your joy. All you got to do is follow what feels good. But we are obsessed and we are addicted to controlling. We want to feel in control, which our ego loves. But we don't really have control. The only thing we have control of is how we react to things. So I want you to ask yourself, whenever you feel stuck, whenever you feel uninspired, and you just feel that feeling of, I don't know what to do or how to do it, ask. You have a whole team of angels, of higher beings that wants the best for you, truly. And we are so disconnected and we feel like it's only us against the world. No, you are the world. And you have so much around you that wants the best for you. And all you got to do is ask. Ask for a sign. Ask for inspiration. Ask for a feeling. Ask for guidance. Whatever that you feel you need, do that. And let me tell you, just by doing that, it's that feeling of, I'm not alone. Not all the weight is on my shoulders and I need to figure out everything. No. Then suddenly I get a phone call, or suddenly I get like a name on my head that I need to call that person. Or suddenly if I'm somewhere and I'm like, where should I go now, God? Show me the best way. And he literally tells me, go see this person in this building, or go talk to this person. Literally, it's insane. And every single time it works. And it just makes me feel like, I don't know about you, but this is something that I always get so excited about. And so it's like it doesn't matter how many times it happens, those synchronicities and those moments where you feel like, holy shit, There's so much more than what I see right now. Like, God got me. Like, I'm not alone. I am truly supported and guided. But all I gotta do is ask, and all I gotta do is receive and be open to it. And things just get so much easier and funner. And then there's another way for you if you feel like you're asking, but you're not open yet to receive the guidance, and you feel like there's still this lack of, by the way, there's always support, and you're always supported and guided, but sometimes we're just not ready yet, or we're early in our journey to be open and listen to those signs and go get those feelings and thoughts that guide us. But a good way to start thinking about things is, instead of what I need to do, is what I want to do. Is it actually fills me up, this activity, or is it draining? And give yourself the permission to drop what is draining you. If you absolutely have to, do the 15-minute trick that I just taught you, because you have to do it, or delegate it, or ask for somebody a favor to help you out on this. Whatever you gotta do, and do more of the things that fills you up, that feels exciting. You don't understand, just by doing this a couple of times a day, just by asking yourself, what actually I want to do now? What excites me? Is this actually drains me or excites me? By you honoring how you feel and honoring who you are and actually being true to who you are, you're going to feel this burst of energy that feels of a feeling of excitement, of joy, just because you didn't let yourself down. You actually filled your own cup, and you just didn't let your whole energy be wasted on whatever people expect from you to do or what you need to do. The problem is, all we do is what we need to do, not what we want to do. And we want to find the balance of coming back to what we want to do and know that is enough. And it actually leads us to more success and abundance. And it's a fact. Because again, you're a vibrational being who's vibrating what? More joy. What is more abundance? It is more joy. So when you are in the frequency of joy, you attract more abundance. Period. End of story. It is practical for you to follow your joy. So even if today you ask yourself once today and said to yourself, should I go to the gym or should I go to meditate? You can do both, but let's say you have only time to do one thing. What is going to actually feels more abundant? What is going to feel more exciting for you? What is going to feel more good for you? A lot of times these days, I don't even go to the gym. It doesn't feel aligned to me anymore. I don't feel aligned to lift weights. I just do my 15-20 minute Pilates with my Melissa Wood Health method, which I love. It's quick, it's short, to the point, and my body feels good. And I listen to my body, and I'm not shaming myself for choosing a certain workout or choosing a certain food that I feel that is better for me. I'm not going to force myself to do something just because others people want me to do, or I'm just used to do, or whatever. Last but not least, drop the perfection. Drop the perfection. There is no such thing perfection. So coming back to those 15 minutes that I taught you in the beginning, I allow myself to let it be 70, 80, 90% perfect. It's never going to be perfect anyway. But I'm dropping that and knowing and trusting that whatever I had to offer in this specific time, it is perfect because it's needed to be in the form that it is. It's same thing with singing, for instance. A lot of times why so many people keep their music in their drawer and they're not letting the music out and themselves out, right? They think like, oh my God, I gotta be at a certain level in order for me to be Beyonce, right? In order to be looked at successful and professional sounding. But what's the problem with that? Until you don't hit the stage, until you don't release the music, until you don't go to that studio and record the music and allow yourself to be okay wherever you are and truly honor it, okay? Because it's a part of you. let that thing out, right? And let people listen to your voice and whatever you did to be enough, that's what allows you to go to the next level. You see what I'm saying? It's necessary for us to allow ourselves to be okay wherever we are, release whatever and express whatever that is that we are. If it's a course, if it's a program, if it's your services, if it's your business, whatever that is, just put it out there. It's not going to be perfect, but your intention is perfect. And where you are is perfect. It is part of you becoming and getting to where you need to be. So I'm dropping the perfection. I'm dropping the need to be beautiful and perfect and say the right thing and do the right thing and have it the perfect layout. I'm just going with it. And by going with it allows me to expand myself to the next level and the next level and the next level. And that is where it gets really, really fun. And last but not least, my loves, please, for the love of God, celebrate your wins. Could be a little win, but honestly, every win is a win. Doesn't matter if it's little or big. I believe in that. And one of the things that I started doing is, I don't know if you're following me on social media, which you definitely should, Effortlessly Abundant Life on my Instagram, could be TikTok, Facebook, but I'm mostly on my Instagram, my stories. And one of the things that I start implementing is doing the Abund dance, right? So instead of just, found a little quarter, whatever, not a big deal. I'm like celebrating like as if I just won $1 million. Okay? I just closed a job, or I just closed a deal, or I just signed up a client, or something cool happened to me. I'm just going on a little dance with myself and just celebrating it. And every single night before I go to bed, I'm giving my thanks and I'm being grateful for all the things that happened today. And I'm always making sure that I'm always putting the quote unquote little things. Oh, this has happened, or this has happened, and this has happened, and this has happened. And before you know it, guys, because remember, your energy flows wherever your focus is. So when your focus is on what you have, guess what's happened? It keeps growing and keeps happening more to you of whatever that is that you're focusing on. And not feeling like, oh, but it's not enough. Oh, but it's not exactly where I want it to be. Or, but it's not really the money that I want. What? Come on, like quarter versus like the $1 million that I want. It's nothing. But this is not what is going to get you there. And remember, if you take anything from this episode, I want you to take this. It's not about the getting. It's not about the manifestation. It's not about the $1 million. It's not about the relationship. It's not about the business. It's about what? It's about truly the journey that is so satisfying, of the expansion of your soul, the growing, the feeling of your being alive. Because if you're going to give yourself the permission to feel good and feel alive only when you get the thing, only when you are having the experience that you want to experience, you're not going to live. You're always going to feel you're living between experiences, and it's always going to feel that high and low. But when you're implementing more joy, more gratitude, you're spicing up your day to day by adding music, by adding fun, by adding just dressing up for yourself for fun, changing things up for yourself, right? Allowing the universe to work with you, to guide you, allow synchronicities to happen, allow cool things to happen, celebrating the wins, celebrating everything along the way. You don't even care about it getting the $1 million because you're already winning right now. Do you understand how powerful it is? So let me know, guys, if you love this episode. If you did, I would love for you to just share it. Hit also the rate, and really share from your heart what do you think about this episode and about this podcast, so more people can listen to it and get inspiration from it. Because it's all about, the more we share, the more we give whatever that is that we want, we're going to get more. And I absolutely adore your rates and your feedback. It truly means the world to me. And as a thank you, when you guys post on your social media, on your story, and tag me at Effortlessly Abundant Life on my Instagram, you're going to get a free hypnosis that's going to help you to attract more abundance and wealth effortlessly. And it's proven, it's amazing, and it truly changed my life and my clients' life to attract more money, more wealth, more abundance, more opportunities with ease, effortlessly, on repeat. So guys, I love you so much. Keep enjoying that day, and let me know how you guys like this episode. And if you have more questions, I'm always open to hear and chat with you more. Love you.